Am I the asshole for refusing to reconcile with e-parents after they showed up at my house with a newborn during my fertility struggles? I have been trying to have a baby with my husband for almost 3 years. It's something that's changed my mental state completely, and I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. Earlier last year, we found out we likely won't be able to conceive naturally, and IVF is probably our only option. It has honestly shattered me mentally and emotionally. I've been in therapy for years, and the last few have been working through it and trying to cope with the grief and trauma surrounding infertility. My parents know all of this. They know I've been seeing fertility doctors. They know how emotional this has been for me, and they know I've struggled watching other family members get pregnant while I'm stuck grieving something I want so badly. For context, my relationship with my mom has always been rocky. She doesn't respect boundaries, especially around religion and personal issues, and when she's upset, she can become very cold. Earlier that same month, she ignored my birthday completely because her feelings were hurt over something unrelated that I had no control over. No happy birthday, nothing. My dad later reached out saying he wanted to drop off a birthday gift. I agreed, but specifically told him I didn't really want to see my mom or have people inside the house because things were tense. Well, they both showed up anyway. I opened the door and immediately saw them pushing a stroller toward my house. Before I even fully understood what was happening, they put a 6-week-old baby into my arms and told me they were in the process of adopting my cousin's baby. The backstory there is awful too. My cousin has struggled with addiction for years, had multiple children very young, and this baby was born addicted to drugs and spent time in the NICU before being abandoned at the hospital. I know none of that is the baby's fault. I do. But in that moment, I felt like my entire body shut down. I was in complete shock. I honestly thought I was going to pass out. It felt like every wound from infertility got ripped open at once. And before this, I felt like I was in such a good place with it. While this was happening, I tried talking to my mom about the issues between us and how hurt I'd been by the way she treated me recently. She completely brushed me off and just kept saying things like, "I'm sorry you feel that way," while focusing entirely on the baby. No accountability, no real conversation, nothing. My husband eventually stepped in and said we'd go for a walk, and when we came back, he thought it was best if they were gone. Then things completely exploded. My dad started yelling, my husband ended up making them leave, and I had a full-blown panic attack afterward. It's now been almost a year. My mom has never genuinely apologized or taken accountability for anything that happened. My dad and I have spoken a few times, but I've told him very clearly that I'm not interested in rebuilding a relationship with them unless she can actually acknowledge how deeply hurtful and inappropriate that situation was. My dad is also very good at making excuses for her and using the word of God as a reason for their actions. Some family members think I'm being stubborn and should be the bigger person because they adopted a child in a difficult situation and everyone was emotional. But to me, this isn't about the adoption itself. It's about boundaries, respect, and the fact that my mom consistently dismisses my feelings while expecting access to my life anyway. I've always been the fixer. It's always been her emotions before mine. I've spent years in therapy trying to break unhealthy family patterns, and at this point, I feel like refusing to chase after someone who refuses to acknowledge my pain is the healthiest thing I can do for myself. So am I the asshole?